Last week we gave you a preview of the all-new Moto G, and this week we get you a full-blown review on the show. So let's dive straight into that. Motorola phones were very fancy when they were here. We all loved the Moto Razr, and the droids were just brilliant. And then the company just went on a vacation for some time, but it came back with a bang in 2014. Meet the Motorola Moto G, a smartphone that made so many tech companies go weak in their knees. When it was showcased in Brazil in 2013, it did make a buzz. And when they decided to come to India, they didn't expect the kind of response they got. It was huge. So does the Moto G live up to the hype? By the looks of it, Moto G has it all. Vibrant, curvy, matty, and a good display. It's a bit thick and weighs over 140 grams. The front panel is dominated by a 4.5-inch 720 into 1280 pixel IPS LCD screen, which is good, very good, because it works out 329 pixels per inches. For the screen size it has, the display comes out better than most high-end smartphones as well. The primary camera on the Moto G is a 5-megapixel snapper that is capable of HD video recording. The images come out crisp and really good in sufficient light. But not much can be said about the images in low light, because they are noisy and grainy. But you can always download Snapseed, which will help you add a bit of retouch to the images of Moto G. That's about the only bad point on this smartphone. All the rest is good. The processor on the Moto G is a 1.2 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 processor with Adreno 305 graphics and 1 GB of RAM, making it quick, responsive, and a good device for multitasking. Onboard storage versions are 8 GB and 16 GB variants. The battery is a non-removable 2070 mAh one, and it easily lasts you an entire day. And yes, it now runs on the latest Android 4.4 KitKat operating system. Moto G is a dual SIM smartphone and it delivers on almost every front barring the camera. And the price on it is just killer. You can get your hands on an 8 GB version for just Rs 12,449, and a 16 GB variant will cost you Rs 13,999. And with the features that it has, plus the pricing, Motorola just went for the kill when it comes to a sub 15,000 rupees smartphone. And yes, Moto G is highly recommended by us, simply because it's one of the best smartphones to come out in a budget range. Alright, Moto G is not the only pocket-friendly option that we've got for you on the show this week. There's also a pocket-sized camera which Nikon says is the smallest point-and-shoot camera. It's called the Nikon S02, and up next, Akansha Shahi gets you a review.
There's not a lot of love for ultra-compact point-and-shoots these days, but for those of you who have love in your heart and in your pocket for a small camera, Nikon has one it would like to sell you. Meet the all-new Nikon S02, which Nikon says is the smallest point-and-shoot camera in the world. By the looks of it, the camera is very compact and sleek, and the design is very minimalistic with just 3 buttons on the body. The screen is about 3.1 inches wide. The camera is extremely light because it has an inbuilt battery, so you have to charge your camera via a USB cord. And it also has a inbuilt memory of around 8 GB, so again you transfer your pictures via a USB cord. So the touchscreen is responsive, but there's still a lot of scope for improvement, and some of the icons are extremely small, so you end up touching the wrong one or pressing the wrong button. While Nikon is known to make unnecessarily complicated menu. In this one, it's done away with all the convolution. It has come up with one foolproof button, and it couldn't have been more straightforward. It is extremely user-friendly and you can take pictures with the greatest ease. So now the camera may be easy to use, but the battery life may disappoint you. It gives you an average of about 200 shots. Let's talk about the quality of pictures. So I saw the details of the pictures taken by the camera and they're just about average. Center of the pictures are aligned, but on the edges it's a little softer. The quality of the video recorded in 1080p is just about decent. You can't use the optical zoom, but you can use the digital zoom in it. So being a point and shoot camera, it is as simple as it comes. It has absolutely no image settings. You can't set the ISO or the white balance in the camera, so you're relying heavily on the auto settings of the camera to get it right. Nikon offers you a lot of inbuilt image effects such as monochrome, sepia, high key and low key. So Nikon S02 is stylish and easy to use, and the compact size makes it ideal for snapping while out and about. In essence, it's a sleek take on a point-and-shoot camera. It's a shame that the touchscreen isn't up to the mark and the picture quality is just about decent and no better than a smartphone. At a price tag of Rs 8,500, I would give it a miss and invest it in a smartphone.
Alright, Moto G check, world's smallest point-and-shoot camera from Nikon check, and we've got another Mini in the house. It's called the Micromax Turbo Mini, and Vani Agarwal up next gets you a review.
The first thing that came into my mind when I held this phone in my hand was that this phone is extremely light. Micromax, as far as design is concerned, has not reinvented it. There's a metallic back to it and a white frontal panel, 3 capacitive buttons in the bottom, which actually glow really bright in the dark. Talking about the display, the Canvas Turbo Mini has a 4.7-inch display. The colors are vibrant, although it's not a full HD phone. There are a lot of problems with the display, like it's got a highly reflective surface and it can be very difficult to be used in sunlight. Canvas Turbo Mini runs on Android Jelly Bean operating system and not a KitKat, which is the latest offered by the Google. It runs on 1.3 GHz of quad-core processor, 1 GB of internal RAM and 4 GB of internal storage. For connectivity purposes, it offers you Bluetooth, GPS and Wi-Fi. Well, Micromax has managed to pack in a lot in a budget smartphone, which surely tells us that it's become a master of making budget smartphones. Talking about the camera on the Canvas Turbo Mini, the camera is an 8-megapixel camera. The pictures taken on a normal light situation were all right, but when it came to low light situations, the images became extremely noisy. The flash is like a big burst of light. It can actually spoil a picture, and the macro shots had a problem in focusing. What I like about it is the gesture, the auto gesture here. It makes you click a photograph with a wave of a hand. The user interface on this phone has a white theme to it, which can be a very big drawback because you cannot change it. It doesn't even turn transparent. What I like although about this phone is the fact that it has a one-key lock option in the lock settings, which can actually enable you to lock the phone very easily in the quick settings option. Canvas Turbo Mini has a battery which is a 1800 milliampere lithium-ion battery. It can actually be a problem because it doesn't run for even half a day. It also has a problem in its unibody design because if you want to switch to another battery once you're running out of your battery, it's not possible. When it was launched in the market, Canvas Turbo Mini was priced around 15,000 rupees. Well, with the advent of Moto G in the market and making it big in the budget phone scenario, Micromax has actually slashed its rates to 12,990 rupees. In a nutshell, Canvas Turbo Mini is a phone that has a decent line of specs. the camera cannot be sworn by, although the brownie points are scored by the fact that it's extremely lightweight. Now with a rate of 12,990, will it be able to flourish in the market? Well, it's very difficult to say now that the Moto G is here to stay.
Alright, a lot of mini smartphones and cameras on the show, and now it's time to tell you the reason why we are here in Goa, so let's find out. Haier, a brand that is known for home appliances in India, completed 10 years of being here. And in a fancy conference came up with 70 new products for the Indian market. But what intrigued us the most was the 84-inch 4K LED TV. It was huge, trendy, and sets up a tone for 4K TVs in India.
We've had 10 years of success actually. This has been a very successful period for us, especially the last 3 years. Today we've launched a unique eye-age products which have been inspired by the internet era. We've launched 71 products today, and I think the strength of all these products is the unique features that they have. If you look at the refrigerator that we've launched, it's got inbuilt sensors, different temperature zones, touch. At the touch, the door would open. You look at our 4K LED and LED that we've launched, or the NZP washing machine, which with the Crystal series, or the Wi-Fi air conditioner. I think one of our strengths is that we innovate and we bring in products that are there for the Indian consumer, and that's been Haier's strategy over the last couple of years. And you'll keep seeing us bringing in products, innovative products for the Indian consumer in the coming years as well.
And maybe after 10 years of being in India, they're all set to diversify. Welcome back, you're watching the Gadgets and Gizmos show with me, Sidharth Sharma. Now last week we showcased the HP Slate 6 on the show, and this week we get you a review, and not me, it's Ankit Gupta who's getting you the review. So let's find out the fate of the HP Slate 6.
That's right, Sidharth. Now, if you decide to go on a holiday to Goa, how could I possibly stay behind? So, of course, I'm following you. But that's not the reason why I am on TV. I am on TV to talk about the HP Slate 6 voice tab. Now, HP says that this is a tablet, but I think this is a phone because it is pitched against Nokia's Lumia 1520 and HTC One Max. Now, HP Slate 6 voice tab has a beautiful 6-inch screen. It is IPS HD display. It is extremely responsive and the colors are really bright. But then here is the problem. When you take the phone out in the sun, it is highly reflective. Now, why would you not want to take out your phone and try to type under the sun is beyond me. But then, well, here we are with a highly reflective screen. Now, if you're wondering why did I call this a phone and not a tablet, well, it's got a dual SIM in it and you can actually make calls from this giant phone. And I will again say that this is not a tablet. This is a phone. Yes, you heard it right, it is a phone. Now, coming to the performance on this phone, it is powered by a 1.2 GHz quad-core Marvel processor. Now, this processor is also one of the best in the business, and that totally shows in this phone because it does not lag even for a second, even when you're multitasking between the browsing or multiple apps. So, the processor totally works for me. Now, coming to one of the most important things on a phone, the camera. Now, here is where HP disappoints us. It's only given a 5-megapixel camera at the back with an LED flash and a 2-megapixel camera in the front. Now, as you can see, the light is totally gone already. Now, if I try taking a photo with this now, there will be a lot of noise and it will not be nice. So now, why wouldn't you want to put a better camera on this is beyond me. This phone has an internal storage capacity of 16 GB, which is expandable up to 32 GB. Now, one of the most amazing features on this phone or a tablet, you decide what it is the fact that its battery is 3000 milliampere. Now, that battery lasted me 2 whole days. Can you even imagine a phone this size or a tablet this size with a battery with a single charge lasting you 2 whole days? So that, to me, is the most amazing feature of this tablet. Now, HP is one of my favorite companies when it comes to the design factor. They are known for making beautiful design on laptops, and they actually have not really disappointed me on this tablet or a phone. Now, this has a matte finish at the back, and you don't leave any skin oil or fingerprints. On the side, it has got a beautiful chrome gold finish, which looks nice and sets it apart from competition. On the other hand, the back is a bit plasticky, so it feels a little cheap and flimsy when you hold it in your hand. This tablet or a phone, I'm still unable to decide what it is priced at 22,900 rupees. And my verdict in the end, if you really want a giant in your pocket, this is what you need to get.
Alright, Ankit thinks that the HP Slate 6 is a confused product, and I completely agree with him because there has to be a thin line between a phablet, a tablet and a smartphone. Anyways, moving on, it's time for us to put a star in the hot seat and find out who it is in Geeky Conversations.
Oh, where's your phone? I don't have a pocket. Millions of time. On Gadgets and Gizmos, look who we have here. There's Parineeti in office and Sidharth, and can't help but ask, where's the phone?
You asked and it's right here.
Oh, where's your phone? I don't have a pocket. My phone is also with Sid, I think.
Yes, pockets everywhere.
Okay, these are excuse me, this is not the look.
Do you have any piece of gadget on you?
No.
That's the question.
No.
No. See, does watch count? I think
Yeah.
watch today can be counted as a gadget. I've got 2 pieces right here.
Very good. So you have like a phone and a watch. Parineeti?
Zero, none. In 2014, you have 0 amount of technology on you. That's very
I
sad.
have many.
That's very sad.
They're all in my car or at the moment with my Man Friday. So what's your favorite gadget like? My tablet, yeah. Apart from my phone. See, the phone is not really a gadget anymore. Everybody has a phone. It's an absolute necessity. But other than that, my tablet. Okay. And how about you? One thing you can't do without. What is that gadget?
Oh, one thing I can't do, of course, a lot of things. Yeah, cell phone, laptop. One recent purchase that I made was quite cool headphones that I purchased, which can work underwater. So I'm looking forward to go for a swim with them. So anything I could wear them in any weather. They're from, I can't say the brand, but it's a cool headphone. I just figured out the new ones.
Spoken about your favorite gadgets, one thing that you would like to try, what is that one gadget that you're looking forward to explore? There is, it's not a gadget, but it's a TV that I've been eyeing for the longest time. I want to buy a 105-inch for my house. 105-inch.
Really big house for it to see it from far off.
Mansion.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking forward to the PS4 actually. Not played as yet. I don't think it was launched in India so far. We're waiting for it. It's only launched in the US and in Europe, I think. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the PS4.
Okay, and one app. Quick. One app. Let me think about it. Okay, Sidharth, come on.
A lot of cool apps. I think there are games. I like crossword. A lot of apps in crossword. One particular name, if you want, there's dictionary from there, which we use. There's a movie. There's an action movie. One sec, I'll find it actually. One app. I'll tell you. A lot of apps.
On the phone.
So one sec. There's a superb ad called FX action movie. Which you can shoot and put your action effect. I think that's very cool, especially for somebody like us. Then there's Subway Surf, there's Temple Run, there's Vocabulary, there's Just Style, there's
This is why Sid does not attend any parties or anything because this is what he's doing. Yeah. Okay, anybody?
There's Kindle, there's Dictionary, there's Shazam, which is great for music.
Shazam, yeah.
There's
identifier.
Yes, there's 8-track to again listen to more music. And what about you, Parineeti? Talk about your apps.
I like a lot of logic apps. So I have an app called Code Breaker in which you have to break codes that they give, which is very cool. And I have a Slow Pro, which I think is very cool because I love shooting random videos and then you can ramp them to 500 FPS, 1000 FPS, etc.
Takes a finger scan and tells you your mood.
Tells you? I would like to know this immediately.
So it's taking a finger scan. Wait.
Here. This is what the finger scan is like.
And now she has to just speak this line.
Read the words. Okay. Peter Piper sells a peck of pickled peppers.
Just say
And what's this app called?
Worried.
Worried.
I'm worried. Okay.
So-
I can't believe I did this to you. You're suddenly worried.
She's very nervous right now. We're talking about
I'm very
technology.
nervous.
Big exam coming up. There are signs that you're feeling anxious today.
Definitely.
Talk
Lots.
about it, and you might start feeling better. Is it good? Is it correct?
Okay. Yeah.